Hello everyone, my name is The Playing Gamer, and today we're going to be doing, well, a tier list, as it says. Now I'm using Google Slides because I don't know how to use any other thing, honestly, let's just be honest. So let's get into it. Starting with our all-time favorite, Western Europe, basically. I'm going to be rating Western Europe through S tier to D tier. And of course, let's start off with Switzerland. Now, I'm going to give my honest opinion. Like, what happened to Switzerland? They were doing so good until one day they just decided that they did it for way too long. Like, what? You did it for way too long and you broke your back. Now your babushka is all the way in Eastern Europe on the Eastern Bloc. Now you're working a 9-to-5 shift. And all you have is expensive cheese. That's basically the average day in Switzerland. POV, you're in Switzerland, yeah, that's it. Like, you can't tell me these people enjoy being in Switzerland. Like, tell me that with a straight face. You enjoy being in Switzerland when it's expensive and they usually are just there for the tourists. Like, that's all you work for. There, like, what happened to their military? Let's suggest that they wanted to hide a secret testing program that went wrong, and eventually, after 400 or so years of hiding, they're getting ready to show off their brand new techniques. Like, I don't think anything would be worth it. Or is it? Anyways, let's rate it. Now, is landscape pretty good? Military? I honestly don't know, but it's the Swiss Guards, based on my knowledge, pretty good. I think they were just upset after the whole French Revolution. They couldn't hold it back. But they just decided to say, well, I think officially we must take our soldiers and we must put them back in Switzerland. We are not fighting another battle. So, I would say B tier. So next we have France. Oh yeah. So I like France a little bit more / less. You see here, France is weak. I mean weaker than the gym teacher. I don't care if you say that, well, actually, France is pretty strong. No, they lost multiple times. Like, what did I just say? Multiple times to the Germans. They easily could lose to the French, to Amsterdam, like, to themselves, to Amsterdam, to Belgium, to Luxembourg. Like, they could literally start a fight against the people, like the sea people of the ocean or whatever, and they would be torn to shreds. I'm talking about they would be torn to so many pieces. It would look like the Charlemagne Empire. It looked like the Charlemagne Empire in the Holy Roman Empire style. Like, it won't even look natural anymore. It will be a nightmare. Like, that's literally, if you dare poke at France, it will shatter into a million billion pieces, unable to get back together again. The second you leave, it reforms. I don't... Like, what type of, well, we tried method are they using? This is why they literally had to get a man from this tiny island right over here to do literally do anything to benefit the country. So, but its view is, B, I guess, if I'm going to do it, but also its army is weak. So C, the guy that it came from was basically Italian, so D tier. The only thing that saves it, the fact that it's still surviving. See? It's too big. Nope. It's just right. And now it's time for Ireland. Now, Ireland is the potato country that we all know and love. You may say that you don't like Ireland, but deep down in all of our hearts, we love the country of Ireland. Without it, there would be no french fries. No potato. Well, there would be french fries. But still, we wouldn't know what potatoes were without the beautiful country of Ireland. They were able to not only contain multiple just beautiful structures, more than a few, stone pillars up into the ground. Like, what? What? I don't care how it was. Still weird. Anyways, they were able to contain so much history within just a few hundred years, and they were able to swindle their way to help out, not only survive, but thrive during the age of the Roman Empire. But yet, its army, pretty good. Everything there is pretty good. The only thing about it is that it's still cold, and it's basically just sort of England, but satire. So we're going to put in an A tier. Anyways, the UK. Now, it's like when you okay, people from the UK, also known as the United Kingdom, aka Britain, aka they have too many names and they deserve to get locked up in an asylum. No one in their right mind would say that, oh, well, actually, it's called Britain, UK, England. No, you're not English, you're UK-ish, or you're British. I don't care if they say, well, actually, I'm English. No, it's not an English accent. An English accent is you speaking English. You either have an American, an Irish, or a British accent. No one says English because we're all not dumb. So no matter how many times they want to be egotistical, like, ooh, I'm so strong, they're not. So, of course, it's, they're horrible. They couldn't even keep their colonies. Like, they only took down their they only removed their colonies from the colonial empire because they lost so much of who they were after the tea era had ended. Immediately after India left, the tea was no longer coming in, the soldiers' morale lost. Queen Elizabeth was sad. And, give away the colonies, that's it. They just gave it independence. Everything was done for. The tea was no longer there. But they did have the strongest military. Sure, their food is absolutely horrendous, but that's most of Western Europe. So, of course, B tier. Then we have, oh yes, España. Now, España, how do I put this? They couldn't even keep up with the world if they tried. They basically have lost everything. The only contribution to society they have ever made in the past 500 years is Olay with bull. Not the makeup, no, just bulls. And Portugal, I guess. That's it. What else? No, that's pretty much it. Other than praising the Pope like it was literally the second coming of Christ. That's basically all they do. Like, what? It's Spain, yay. No one said that. Other than the fact that they refuse to give up just incorporate different counties with just incorporating a king again. Things were much better back in the ye old days, but still, they immediately after the 1700s, their entire empire just ceased to exist. Like, they lost the Napoleonic Wars because their military just fell out of control. They spiraled immediately after. It was like a country midlife crisis. So they don't really have much contribution to this world anymore. Plus the fact that they had to fight against North Africa, which is pretty insane. But still, they don't really, that was it. So, C tier. Next we have Portugal. Small, has a pretty good relationship with its colony, and it has the average life. It has a father-son bond that no one can break apart. It has a pretty good language, and it literally is the only country that we can all agree doesn't seem like Europe. It's a place far aside to here next to Spain, but it's not Spain, so of course we're going to give it B tier automatically for also stating that it can remove itself from the equation. Next we have Italy. No, I'm not going to make the joke that it left multiple times, but still, when you literally cannot keep your country together for 10 seconds without it splitting apart and being like, you know what, I'm going to change my mind due to political situation. That's not an excuse, okay? I don't care. It's not an excuse to just say I'm changing my mind today. Plus, the Roman Empire literally split up they split up multiple times. 1, 2, 3. Like, at this point, just at the ABC, and you have a whole record label. I don't care. It doesn't deserve anything better than its pasta and pizza, which is both American items from multiple different countries in Western Europe and the rest of the world. So it can't really get any advantage from that. The only influential place it has is Venice and like San Marino, Vatican City, I guess. It's really not well known to most people. Sicily is much more well known, and Sardinia as well. So, sorry, but it's gonna get C tier. So, yep. Then we have Amsterdam, or not Amsterdam. We have the Netherlands. Now, Netherlands, or Netherlands, whatever, it's a pretty interesting land, you know. By interesting, I mean uninteresting. It only has Amsterdam. Like, what? It lost its colony. It didn't even get a head start. It could just gone to New York with a few more soldiers, and if it wasn't completely weak, it could have taken out them just in a single boom. You have done it. Wow, you survived. Nope, can't even do that. Plus the fact that it doesn't really have much of a military. Like what? You barely survived the French invasions. So D tier, I know, is savage, but the country doesn't deserve anything bigger unless it gets. Plus it looks like a giant fish face now. Anyways, Belgium. Oh yes, Belgium. The country of Belgium, the strongest country of them all. You can't really beat Belgium. It has the most amount of French fries and everything else inside of life. You can't get around Belgium without knowing it at least once for its chocolate, for its French fries, or the fact that it has massive mega beef with both France and Germany. Did I add Germany? Germany. Just nice. Now, wait, no, this is Germany. Germany. Nice. Now, Belgium. It deserves a good rating on our list. The first S tier. It just survived so much. Why wouldn't it get anything less? Or yes, it has a PNG background. Don't mind it. Don't mind me. Just adding PNG background. Anyways, aside from that, the country of Luxembourg, the smallest yet most well-known country, it deserves 5-star rating for all of its things. Yet it ranks behind Germany for being less known. It could have created an empire. It doesn't deserve that much extra credit. Yet it's going to get a good big book, like in my book. Next we have Sweden. Swedish meatballs, Swedish cuisine, Swedish food, Swedish people. It's all nice. Now, I'm adding a little bit more biases, but I guess I'll put Sweden in S tier because it deserves it. Next, we have Finland. Sweden's younger brother / cousin, twice removed. It is not really well known to people because, of course, the dang Norwegians want to kick it up. Anyways, of course, it will get a full-on B tier. Okay? I'm sorry. Look, it's okay, Finland. Just that you can't copy someone else's flag. Okay? Oh, wait, I forgot Denmark. Let me just write it in. Denmark. I forgot so many countries. Check multiple times. Denmark. Ah, yes, wonderful. Now, I won't be explaining Denmark. It's self-explanatory. Just look at it. Like what? You're gonna claim Greenland and call that a day? You have underestimated the rest of the world's power. Anyways, Norway. It has a few bits and pieces literally everywhere, but like I said before, literally almost every Western European country has it. Its history is, it was a part of Sweden. It doesn't like Sweden anymore. And now it wants to be even more Swedish. Don't copy people. You get an even lower grade. At least Finland tried. This place over here is in the middle. B- for that place. The rest gets C. Anyways, now we have Iceland. It's self-explanatory, really. Like, come on. You thought I was gonna give Iceland bad thing. Sure, it has not much anything, but it beat England. It takes a lot of guts to beat England. It takes steel. It takes the balls of steel to beat England. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Au revoir.